My first Star Trek game on Twitch! Yeah! Who knows? Might do a retro month sometime, get some Elite Force 1 and 2. Those games are amazing! They're a bit dated though. Beam you up, alright. This is a dramatic labs adventure. The relationships and events you're about to experience will be shaped by the choices you make. Goody gumdrops. This is gonna be fucking... I've been looking forward to this for ages. That's a shuttlecraft, by the way.
Stardate 57931.4.
It's quiet.
The crew is restless. After spending too many months piecing our ship back together, we're finally about to venture out on a new mission. And the crew isn't letting this unprecedented ion storm slow them down. They're ready for something different. I know I am. Perhaps more than any of them. Fortunately, nothing ever stays the same. It's entropy, the nature of the universe. Change is inevitable. And while entropy says order gives way to chaos, in this case, change is good.
Jared Emerson
Our new
Johnson.
first officer is en route to the Resolute. Jara Rydek. I know she'll bring a welcome dose of new blood to the crew.
Oh shit. Right trigger? What? Now the controller works? Okay, okay, right trigger. Jesus, almost missed that.
Thanks.
No worries.
No I'm not great with flying. But these little shuttles are the worst.
And yet you joined Starfleet.
You don't like flying. And yet, you joined Starfleet.
There's a reason I'm not a pilot.
You should try it sometime.
Just turbulence, it's fine.
Sorry, I'm a little anxious.
I hadn't noticed.
I'm on my way to my first assignment. When we get to the starbase, I'm transferring on to the Resolute.
So am I.
It won't be easy for Jara to step
Ooh, a
in and
Miranda
without
class
one.
starship. Is that the Resolute?
But if she's half the officer I knew she could become when she was a cadet at Starfleet Academy, she'll be the XO this ship needs right now.
Nova class, Miranda class, Excelsior class, the Sentinel over there, my favorite ship. Oh, fuck yeah. It's so quiet. Hold on, let me have a look at the settings here. It is very quiet. It's at full, but it's so quiet. Warning, game may cause excessive delight in Star Trek fans. It's Excelsior class though. Come on, give me a break. Alright, I'm not using WASD, I'm using the controller. Oof, it's very sensitive though. Controls. Alright, aim phaser, fire phaser, that's important. Tricorder modes, equip phaser, equip tricorder. Tricorder is a scanner, by the way, for those who don't know. Alright. I can't change the sensitivity of that. I could just use the mouse though, eh? No, it keeps giving me controls in controller mode. Alright, here we go. Left click. There isn't a... There's not a sensitivity for the controller, is there? Oh wait, yeah, camera sensitivity, right there. Oh, I have to use the... What? Okay. The right stick is the mouse. That's weird. Bring that down to about half. Probably the same with the aim sensitivity. Alright, that's a little slow now. Give me a sec, I will fine tune this. That's not what I clicked on, but I need to change it anyway. Resume. That's better. Hey, where are we? There's the shuttle that we just got off. I wish it was louder. Can you guys hear it okay? I'm turning it up in my head. There we go.
Commander? I'm not usually such a nervous wreck, by the way. I actually did well at the Academy.
Oh yeah?
Maybe you've heard of the Torvalin test?
Sounds familiar.
It's a tactical simulator that makes the Kobayashi Maru look like a picnic on Pintar's 5.
Bold words
Anyway,
right there.
I finished in the top 20. Not just in my class. I mean, all time. In the history of the Academy.
Very...
So, there's that.
I'm the first officer. Very impressive.
Really? That's quite impressive.
Thank you. It was tough. But you know, I set my mind to it and it paid off.
Please place your hand here. Hold it there for a few seconds.
Here? Oh, scan hand. Commander Jara Rydek, USS Resolute.
Commander Rydek.
Wait, you're Jara Rydek?
Yeah!
You absolutely crushed the Torvalin test.
I did okay.
You finished in what, like the top 3?
That would be me.
I didn't want to brag. You seem so
Now I'm
happy about
really-
your achievement. Top 20, hero.
It's an honor to meet you, Commander. Sorry, I didn't realize before. I just came off the shuttle and was glad to be on solid ground.
Well, now you know.
Right, I'm going to
Your
use the
eyes and ears
keyboard
open
because this
and you
isn't
might
working
pick up
very
on
well on the
things.
controller.
I believe Commander Ermot is expecting you. He's in the concourse just ahead.
See you on the Resolute.
See ya. Okay, mouse, do my bidding. Okay, I might want to turn that up a little bit now. God fucking damn it. I just want to get into the game and I'm having to tweak the controls. I'm so surprised at how quiet this is. Your camera frame's on top of the subtitles. Oh shit, is it? I'll put myself there and see what you think. Alright. So this is the Resolute. It's not quite in a tip-top shape right now.
Good day, Commander.
Evening. How's it going? I'm just checking the place out. I'm on a spaceship. Alright. Storm report. Are we around the orbit of a planet or something? I don't remember seeing one. I thought we were on like a... Oh, I guess we're at a station or something. They usually orbit planets. There's no "you are here." That's one thing they never get in Star Trek, right? You are here.
If I remember my briefing, Commander Ermot is a Bolian.
A Bolian.
So I'm looking for someone with blue skin.
Yeah, Bolians. They've been in Star Trek since early TNG.
Why's that?
Well, you haven't heard?
Some kind of accident.
Oh.
Their warp core overloaded.
Oof.
Oh, whoa. That's a big deal.
They spent 6 months fixing it up.
Was it the captain's fault?
That's the rumor. Yeah.
Alright, so let's find the Bolian. Where is he? Oh, I think that's him over there, but I'm going to talk to the people, seeing as there's interaction points. Examine the
I'll
meal.
replicate myself a meal once I'm on board.
Alright, so I'm actually in, like, I'm essentially in the airport right now.
Starbase 128 has 4 docks.
Only 4! This is a small place. Excuse me, coming through.
Excuse me.
Welcome to the edge of the galaxy, Commander Rydek. I'm Commander Jan Ermot, Operations Officer on the Resolute. Commander? I hope there wasn't too much trouble getting here. This storm isn't making anything easy for us right now.
It was
I know
fine.
conditions are less than ideal at the moment.
It was perfectly fine. No trouble at all.
I'm glad to hear it. We're grateful you were able to come fill our first officer vacancy at such short notice. From everything I've read and everything I've heard,
Why
we're
was the
lucky you
pause
were
there?
available to us. Coming from a premier starship and all.
What have you heard?
Research vessel.
What exactly have you heard about me?
First in your class at the Academy. Received the Starfleet Award of Valor during the Dominion War.
The
Most recently,
Dominion War
Tactical
was good.
Officer and Chief of Security
The
on
highlight of
USS
Deep Space
Endeavour.
Nine.
You've done your homework.
Like I said, we're very lucky. The USS Resolute.
It's a nice looking ship.
She may not look like much compared to the bigger ships, but as far as science vessels go, she can more than hold her own. And she doesn't look so bad considering 6 months ago she was nearly cracked in half, venting plasma, fighting for her life.
It was an accident?
Equipment malfunction. An accident suggests fault, but no one's to blame. It was a planned test, but the warp core was pushed beyond its limits. It destabilized the dilithium, there was a runaway reaction, and the warp bubble deformed. We thought we could reach a higher resonant frequency, but it was more than she could handle. Cost us our first officer and 22 of our crew.
Oof.
At the end of the day, we're all responsible for each other. That's what it means to be a crew.
That was a high price, though.
To have lost so many lives. That's a high price to pay.
Too high by any estimation. But there's nothing that can be done about it now except get back to work. And make sure it never happens again. Listen. I realize you've known Captain Solano for quite some time. And I'm sure you're ready to bring your best. But I should warn you that when the captain announced you would be the new first officer, there were those who felt it was a mistake. That he should have promoted from within. So you might want to tread lightly at first. Until they come to value your contributions as much as he does.
I can earn their trust.
Trust is earned, and it sounds like I have my work cut out for me. But I plan on winning them over.
I don't doubt that. I just figured it was better to know what you're walking into.
Of course.
Starfleet has assigned us a high-priority mission to the Hotari region. I'll let the captain brief you on board. I know he's eager to see you.
Will we be mission ready in time?
We have every intention. The crew has been working around the clock to get the ship ready. There's still so much to do.
W. Who's that guy? Oof. Dirty.
Stuck. I got just the thing.
Find the plasma torch, I think. I think that's this, right? Yeah. Yeah! Okay, let's get this crap off of here. Oh, I can see why this is better with a controller. I can see why this is better with a controller. Oh. There we go. Dirty. Clean. Let's put the clean one in now.
And that
D and
is that.
alright. The game does this weird thing of mixing 30 FPS with 60 FPS. It's kinda weird.
I thought the thing was totally fried.
She's a trill.
Nice work, Carter.
Nothing to it, Neely.
And not a moment too soon. The boss wants us down in engineering. Like, now.
See, it's 60 FPS now. But in that little cutscene there, it was 30. At least it looked like it. Should we run a little bit? Don't want to keep the... Oh, I can't run in the corridors though. Oh hey, what's this? Inspect the wall
Good to
panel.
see her fully operational again.
Yeah,
And if she breaks, we'll just fix her.
where did she go? Oh, there she is. Yeah, no running in the hallways. It's a small ship, so the hallways are, you know, I guess narrow. Galaxy class, you can get like 3 or 4 people going down at once.
I heard the new XO just arrived. Won't be long before we get underway. I just hope whatever Chovak called us down for, it's something good. I can never tell with him. I'd rather not end up degaussing plasma manifolds. Hanging upside down makes me queasy.
Orders are orders.
Orders are orders, Neely. You know what they say? There are no small missions. Every expedition has a purpose.
Even if we don't know what it is yet.
Hey, Yoji, you alright?
Looks like we got here before.
Lieutenant Commander Chovak.
Oof, oof.
We were just looking for you, Commander.
Petty Officers Ed Solar, Diaz. I was beginning to think you would be late. We are all hands on deck right now, which means if you are not at your post at the appointed time, I do not have someone to replace you. A point I have been forced to make to Petty Officer Edsolar on repeated occasions.
Almost late is not late. I'd say that.
Well, Commander Chovak, isn't it true that if we were almost late, it categorically means that we were not late?
That is correct, Mr. Diaz.
I mean, if anything, Ed Solar and I are following the schedule to the letter.
Yes, perhaps I should adjust the schedule accordingly.
So, I don't suppose you wanted us down here to check in before we go off duty?
That wasn't logic,
Equip
that was
yourselves
just
in EV
facts.
suits to work on the exterior of the hull. I need you to tune the structural integrity field for optimal performance. The subspace distortions and ionic interference we are experiencing are preventing the proper calibration. But this ship must be ready to depart shortly, despite the storm. The precise nature of these disturbances are not fully understood. But many systems have been affected by the wide band of emissive activity.
Storms will pass though, right?
Commander, if this energy storm is causing problems here at Space Dock, what does that say about what we're gonna find when we head out there for real? Shouldn't we let this storm pass?
Long-range sensors show that conditions will indeed be more severe at our destination, the Hotari system. Thusly, we are taking all necessary precautions. You have your orders. Do not delay.
Yes, Commander
Roger that.
Chovak.
Alright.
All hands on deck.
What's that?
All hands on deck. That's what Chobok said. You know what that means? It means this ship isn't ready to go out, and the brass know it.
Oh dear, we're all
So
experiments.
they're throwing every warm body at it. And they're going to leave on schedule. Consequences be damned.
You worry too much.
Now, you gotta have some faith, Nilly. Starfleet Command wouldn't send us out if we weren't ready.
6 months ago, I probably would have said the same thing. But this isn't just any old refit or any old relaunch.
Oh, whoa.
Easy, Tiger.
Excuse me.
A lot of new faces coming on board. It's gotta be tough coming as a replacement. That's for sure.
Give him a chance.
They seem all right. Something that happened 6 months ago while they were off on another ship? Well, that's nothing to hold against them.
Yeah, you're right. I guess getting a little new blood on board doesn't hurt. Hold on. Now there's an old face I didn't expect to see again. Hey, Miranda!
You weren't gonna leave without me, were you?
Miranda, you're here?
We thought you were staying on the Adirondack.
Transfer came in at the last minute, so I figured I'd slum it on this bucket of bolts. Looks like you got her back together pretty nicely. I wasn't sure what to expect.
Don't insult my ship.
Don't talk badly about one of the best ships in all of Starfleet.
We've rebuilt enough of her by now. She better be one of the best.
We'll see about that. But I am glad to be here. He still owes me a bottle of Saurian brandy.
Oh,
Don't
that's
think I
good stuff,
forgot.
apparently.
Oh yeah, it's coming back to me now.
Maybe Carter can rustle up that bottle and we can give you a proper welcome. As soon as we wrap up this quick little spacewalk.
Here, let me help you.
Thanks.
So what's the word? Are you back in the security rotation?
Yep. Still running with the usual suspects.
Whoa.
Good to go. See you
Am I
on
still on
other
the
side.
subtitles? I'll move it in a sec.
Activating magnetic souls.
Oh, listen to the music. Oh my god. Oh god, like, that's it. I wish the controller wasn't so derpy. Let me try the controller again. Alright, so... yeah, the controller doesn't work very well for this game. For some reason, pressing A pauses the game. Activate magnetic boots. Sorry, I just know when I first saw that. Nah, it's so good. Alright. First thing we're doing is a spacewalk in the game. That's pretty sweet. Well, look at that.
That view never gets old.
Let's go.
Woohoo! Oh man. The Resolute.
Captain Solano should be here momentarily.
Good. Yeah, I don't think this game was meant to be played in 4K. I see that some things don't scale very well.
You'll have to forgive me, I don't know much about Kobleods. But my understanding is you need a steady supply of duridium to keep your cell structure stabilized, or bad things start to happen. And we have plenty of duridium in sickbay, so there's no risk of running out.
Thank you.
Feel free to make yourself at home. And help yourself to whatever you like from the replicator.
It's a big window. Okay, so a couple of remarks. The technical execution so far seems a little weird because of how... First, like, the graphics are not anything mind-blowing, but for some reason, I have a RTX 4080, and it is spiking the performance in areas I just would never have assumed it would. It's kind of weird, and the fact that the audio is as low as it is, that's kind of bizarre. I don't know why. I mean, it's fine for me. I can turn it up in my ears, but obviously you guys hear it in relation to the sound of my voice, and if you were to crank it up on your end, I would be shouting at you all the time. You don't want that. What's this, my diploma? Starfleet Academy, United Federation of
I
Planets.
can't believe he keeps this around.
Oh.
Don't even know where mine is.
Oh.
Jara Rydek.
I don't know why it
Last
changes it to
time I
30
saw you, it was
FPS sometimes. That's
graduation
just
from the
weird.
academy.
It is
You'd
weird.
already secured one of the most prestigious assignments possible. And you were burning with enough ambition to fuel 7 trips around the Necrit Expanse.
It's good to see you again, Captain.
I could not be happier to have you on the Resolute. My only regret is that we couldn't provide you with a warmer welcome. The arrival of a first officer to her new ship deserves a bit of fanfare.
That would be totally unnecessary. I don't need any pomp and circumstance.
What's pomp, by the way? I've always wondered that.
Already you're trying to make us more efficient. I like it.
I don't know
I'm sure
what
you've
pomp
heard.
is.
We've had a rough go of it these last 6 months. The ship suffered some damage, but not nearly as much as the crew.
You mean the accident?
I assume you mean the accident.
That's right. The tragic accident, really. We were on the verge of a major scientific breakthrough. A quantum leap forward in warp core technology. 10,000 teradynes per second.
Whoa!
The ability to travel at a sustained rate of speed longer and faster than we ever dreamed. What would have been the crowning achievement of my career. Right there. Within our grasp. Until it all went so horribly wrong. We pushed her too hard, and a warp core malfunction overloaded the system, creating a pressure gradient way beyond what the ship can handle. It was heartbreaking. We lost some of our best people. As captain, I have to take full responsibility. It was my decision to make, and I have to live with the consequences.
The crew knew the risks.
We all know the risks when we sign up. There are no guarantees. As much as we tell ourselves otherwise.
True. But as captain, my job is to mitigate and manage the risks as much as possible. And that's where I failed. In my defense, I will say, I might have avoided the whole ordeal if my senior staff had been willing to trust me. There was a lot of pushback from my former XO, and I think that cost me his confidence. I don't want you to pull any punches. Certainly not on my account. But once we decide on a course of action, I need everyone to fully commit to the mission. Anything short of that just won't work. And that's when things start to go sideways.
The final decision is yours.
This is your ship, and you are the captain. So as far as I'm concerned, whatever you say, goes.
I will argue with him, though, given the opportunity.
Look, I'll be blunt. We can't afford another mistake. Or at least, I can't. I feel like my career is hanging in the balance here. We need a win. Something to restore the crew's confidence.
I understand.
On a more positive note, Starfleet has tasked us with what they're calling a mission of the highest priority. escorting a senior diplomat to Hotari space. Two previously peaceful and otherwise non-aggressive civilizations now find themselves on the brink of all-out war.
So it's a peacekeeping mission.
I see it as a golden opportunity to not only prove what the Resolute and her crew are truly capable of, but also a mission for which we're uniquely qualified. This ionic storm. Our long-range sensors suggest it's several orders of magnitude stronger than anything on record. A total anomaly like nothing we've seen before. And you'll never guess where it leads.
Hotari.
Exactly. Very nearly in the precise location where we're headed. Where I imagine the interference will be exponentially greater.
Who is the
But
diplomat?
the diplomat will brief us on the details of the rendezvous.
Who is the senior diplomat we're escorting?
That I don't know. Starfleet hasn't said.
Ooh.
But I don't want to get ahead of myself. I expect we'll have some rough sledding when we arrive, so I need you to prepare the crew for the worst. There's just one more thing I want to clarify up front. The metric that for me will be the ultimate measure of your success.
What is it?
If after serving as my first officer, you don't one day find yourself with a ship of your own, then I will consider it my personal failure. When that might happen is entirely up to you. But it goes without saying, you have my full support.
I would be honored.
It's been a dream of mine since before I can remember. So I would be honored to become a captain someday.
As long as you're willing to do the work, you have my promise. I'll do everything in my power to see that it happens.
Thank you.
Come, let me introduce you to the crew.
Okay. That's Captain Solano then. Okay, nice moustache by the way, just saying. Oh, bit of a glitch there.
Everyone, if I could have your attention for a moment. I'd like to introduce Commander Jara Rydek, our new first officer. Some quick introductions. This is Lieutenant Handar, our helmsman, one of the best in the business.
One of?
What he lacks in humility, he more than makes up for in ability.
A Bajoran.
Commander.
Likewise.
Next, we have Commander Westbrook, our chief science officer. I've come to rely on his expert counsel on a regular basis.
Pleasure.
Commander Rydek, it is such an honor to meet you.
This is our tactical officer, Lieutenant Bedrosian, who's been looking forward to meeting you for about as long as I can remember.
I've been following your career for quite some time. And I look forward to learning as much as I can from you.
The honor is mine. I am a first
If
officer.
anything,
I
the
must
honor
set
is
example
mine.
and say things like this.
Well, I have to admit, one of the reasons I've followed your career is because you're part Kobliad. Because of what you've overcome. Starfleet stands up for people who can't defend themselves. And you were one of those people once. But since then, you've done so much to protect others who need it. I really admire that. So, you've been something of an inspiration to me. Not that I've done anything close to what you've done, but you definitely set a standard to strive for.
That's very flattering.
I don't know what to say. That's incredibly flattering, thank you.
I hope someday I can follow in your footsteps.
I'm sure you will.
And then, of course, you've already met Commander Ermont. Please, do everything you can to make Commander Rydek feel at home here. I'll be on the starbase. I have an urgent meeting with the starbase commander to get our authorization to get underway. If they drag their feet any longer, we won't make our rendezvous. The bridge is yours.
Oh shit, yes! Give me that seat. I'm gonna go and talk to people. Can I talk to people? I'm gonna talk to this guy.
Operations. Staffing. Supplies. There's a lot to keep track of on a starship.
Alright, I can talk to myself.
Good thing we have Commander Ermont.
Alright, who's this guy? I've never seen a Bajoran with a tan. I don't think so anyway.
The helm. The Resolute is a refitted Centaur class, meaning it's capable of quick maneuvers. Can't wait to see what she can do.
Alright. Apparently that other person's not worth talking about. Science station.
Science station. The Resolute is a science vessel, primarily. Might explain Commander Westbrook's attitude. I'll have to speak with him later.
He was alright, he's just rather, you know, dry.
Tactical station. Hopefully a diplomatic mission won't require we use our weapons much. But if it comes to that, we'll be ready.
Anybody back here worth talking to? Communications.
Communications. Keeps us in contact internally and with other vessels.
Alright. I'm gonna turn up the sensitivity of my mouse just a bit. Like, even the UI is weird. See that? Like, that's not where I'm clicking. Oh, what's going on here? That's crazy. Alright, let's sit in the seat. Oh, wait, what's that? Oh, the tactical hologram. Nice.
Tactical holodais. Just like they've got on the Excelsior.
Excelsior's my favorite! I love the Excelsior so much. It's such a great ship. Alright, let's get underway.
Commander, Chief Engineer Chovak needs to lower the structural integrity field. He's sent a crew out to recalibrate the emitters in response to the danger posed by the storm.
Oh yeah.
We just need your go-ahead.
Sure.
Permission granted.
Lowering structural integrity field, now.
Entering maintenance mode. Condition blue.
The storm is getting worse.
Looks like they turned off the SIF.
Great. Let's get to that emitter.
Keep your eyes on the hull.
Every time we're out here, I half expect to see her in pieces again.
She's still got some scars on her. It adds character.
When I joined Starfleet, all I wanted was a ride out of town. But this isn't exactly how I pictured it.
On the outside of the ship?
No. Sometimes it feels like we're just part of the machinery. Don't you want more than that? I mean, Starfleet is noble and all, but it's still a machine. A massive, massive machine.
I am more than that.
I am more than that. And so are you. You wanted to get away. I enlisted because I didn't want to wait years just to get out and see the galaxy. I wanted to go somewhere. See new worlds. Look up at a sky no one's ever seen before. Just because I'm cranking a hyperspanner up in a Jeffries tube today doesn't mean that's all I'll ever be. Diaz to Commander Chovak. We are at the SIF emitter.
Acknowledged. You may proceed with the recalibration.
Let's see what we got here. Tools! What am I looking for? Okay, we'll take the calibration tool.
Beginning recalibration.
I think that's what the motion blur in this game is for, by the way, for those animation sequences where it caps the frame rate to 30. Tune the nodes to center the circular indicators. Okay, so... there we go.
Looks good. That wasn't so hard.
Commander Westbrook, right? Chief Science Officer.
You remembered my name and my rank. Impressive.
He is a bit of an ass.
Yes, I'm the Chief Science Officer, and I have the dubious honor of being the most senior officer on this bridge.
Oh, now I know
this ship
why.
inside and out. Better than just about anyone.
That's impressive. Praise where praise is due.
What a very impressive list of credentials.
This is a research and discovery ship, first and foremost. Now with a former tactical officer as its new first officer. I'm curious, though. A Kobliad, or half in your case, is an odd choice for first officer, given your vulnerable condition and all. But if, as an example, we found ourselves in a hostile situation, and you were suddenly incapacitated because you needed an infusion, what would happen then?
It's one hell of a mood ring.
You'd leave Captain Solano without an XO.
And you'd step in, I'm
Granted,
sure.
That would be a worst-case scenario, but not outside the realm of possibility.
The captain understands.
Captain Solano's familiar with my condition. I'm sure it factored into his decision. So I'd have to say it's not a problem.
But we should probably have a contingency plan just in case. Listen, can I be blunt, Commander?
You
I see
weren't
no reason to
already?
Stop now.
Commander Sutherland, your predecessor, was one of the best first officers in all of Starfleet. His record was impeccable and his reputation was without equal. I mean no disrespect, but the shoes you're stepping into are almost impossible to fill. He was loved by the crew. And he was one of my closest friends.
Try getting to know
I can only
me.
hope that you'll live up to expectations.
Hey, we just met. You might like me after you get to know me.
They say familiarity breeds contempt, but who knows? Seeing as Captain Solano is on the starbase, let me give you an update on this ion storm we're flying into. It's unusual, unlike anything I've ever seen. At the moment, I can't tell you if the Resolute will shrug it off or if we're putting ourselves at risk. However, if we learn more about its patterns,
Red light.
nature, we can come up with a
There's a red light.
countermeasure. Just a moment.
Yeah, finally. God damn it.
We've got a massive energy wave inbound.
Oh,
On
shit.
screen.
Tracing its trajectory.
Starbase docking clamps are holding.
The storm's emissions are fluctuating, coming in waves. And if my projections are right, we're about to get hit by a wideband burst of ionic energy, like a tsunami.
I'm reading power abnormalities all over the ship.
Estimated time to impact. 2 minutes.
Red alert! Come on, dude,
Red
say
alert.
it! Say it! Woo!
Evacuating main gangway and retracting.
Red alert while
Sensor
docked.
visualization on screen.
Not
The
common.
structural integrity field shut down. We can't take a direct hit.
Time to impact. 1 minute.
Shield systems are severely impacted. We have limited protection.
I need every available solution. What are our
The
options?
guys are still on the
The
hull.
impact of the storm with a deflector pulse.
There's a better way.
I'm sending all auxiliary power to the deflector dish.
Send the aux power to the shields. We can't reactivate the entire shield bubble, but it's a directional threat. So we can orient all we have towards the wave. You have to believe me.
We only get one shot at this.
We have people
can't
on the
afford to get it
outside.
wrong.
We need to protect them.
That's
So
right.
I would go with
Which is why we need to
shields.
send power
Shields.
to our shields.
Bedrosian, get those shields up.
Rerouting power to shields. Stand by. I need a heading. We've only got one shot.
Understood.
I love that
On
holo.
my command.
W. Here we go. Opa.
Heading locked.
Raise shields.
This is it.
Shit!
All hands, brace for impact.
What happened?
We have experienced a surge of radiation.
Oh, you don't say.
This radiation supercharged the plasma, forcing it to backflush through the system and creating a dangerous imbalance.
It could blow out every primary system on the ship.
Just tell us where you need us.
I need you to traverse the hull to the access port to recalibrate the port nacelle plasma regulator.
Alright. Can you draw me a map? That'd be great. Oh, we're there already. It's okay, find it.
First access point.
Understood. Do you see the override for the level 1 failsafe circuits?
Okay.
Affirmative.
Engage the override. It should allow us to stop the EPS flow to the warp engine without triggering an automatic core shutdown.
Failsafe override engaged.
There we go.
Are you sure? I am registering some crosstalk in the bypass circuit.
We need to route the signals so they don't interfere with each other.
Alright. ISO linear chips. I've never played with these in a game before.
Diaz to Resolute. The failsafes are temporarily disabled. Moving on to the EPS regulator.
Heads up, Carter.
What is that?
One of the discharges coalesced.
It's coming right toward us. I'm gonna try to disrupt it with my phaser.
Okay. Aim the phaser. It's funny, my reticle and where it looks like it's aiming is not aligned, but okay.
So we gotta climb up the pylon. Not that there's really an up, but, you know.
Use my phaser to clear a path. Okay. Look at the Miranda class over there. I can't take my eyes off it. Oh, didn't see you there. Oh, radiation bursts. Watch out there! I was about to shoot her in the face. Oh.
We're almost to the regulator.
Yeah. Yeah. We're there yet?
We're at the regulator. Opening the access panel.
I am now halting the EPS flow to the port nacelle. We have little time before it causes an overload in the engine.
That's a very
You
low
must work
res
efficiently.
thing. Okay. Evo.
EPS manifold adjusters reset to neutral.
Alright, so I need to...
The EPS lines to the port warp engine are back in balance. Almost done. Once I cycle the manifold nozzles, Chobot can...
Oh. Oof. That'll take off the paint. What the hell's going on? I look like a docking clamp. Okay, madam, I'll catch you when you get back. I'm jealous of Miranda. Nah.
Get down!
Whoa.
Here's the bridge. We just lost the docking clamp.
Yeah, I thought so.
We've got a lot of debris coming down. All vibrations, too. We can't finish the EPS regulation in these conditions. Please advise.
We have to release the ship from that other docking clamp or the hull will be ripped apart.
There's a problem. The clamps are supposed to disengage automatically in an emergency, but it's not working.
Not working.
What are our options?
The docking clamps are fitted with exploding bolts for an emergency release.
We've got crew out there. That'd be like setting off a bomb next to them.
Maybe there's another way.
Starbase is hailing us.
Okay.
Put him through.
Resolute, the remaining mooring arm is failing. You need to disengage from the starbase now. The damage to the station will be catastrophic.
Our crew's out there.
We have crew outside and are looking for the
We have
safest
people
way
on this station. If that mooring arm breaks, we could lose dozens of crew.
Commander, hear me out. Reverse the polarity of the hull, which theoretically will repel the docking clamps.
And repel the engineering crew right off the hull into the storm.
This is Captain Solano. Put me on screen.
Go ahead. Captain, we have a situation.
Commander, what are you doing? Blow the bolts on the docking clamp.
The captain doesn't know the whole story.
I'm giving you an order.
Oh, shit.
Jara?
I said I would argue with him.
Captain, you brought me here because you trusted me. Can you trust me now?
Please.
You better be sure you make the right decision.
Well, is there a right decision right now?
Captain made himself quite clear.
They're gonna get hammered with debris out there. Reverse the polarity.
I think that's a good idea, actually.
There is protocol.
And there are lives.
What is the holdup?
Reverse the polarity.
Starbase, stand by. We're gonna flip hull polarity to disengage the clamps.
Yes, Commander.
Repair crew, this is Acting Captain Jara Rydek. Be advised, we are going to reverse hull polarity to free us from the remaining docking clamp. Tether yourself and deactivate your boots on my mark.
Understood.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark!
Whoa! Whoa.
Grab my hand! I got you.
Thank you.
Plasma imbalance is reaching critical condition.
God
We are
damn.
moments from primary system failure.
I got it.
Come on. Come on. All the muscles. Come on. Come on. That's a weird mechanic. Hey. Now it's time for some teamwork. There we go. We're gonna get in trouble with the captain now, though.
Look out!
Shit! Oh, right in the face! No!
I got you.
She's dead.
Petty Officer Edselar's hurt and unconscious. I'm gonna have to tow her back to the airlock.
Mr. Diaz, the situation has changed. You are at risk of triggering a substantial electromagnetic arc if you approach the main hull the way you came.
But Commander, the way we came is the nearest airlock.
There is an auxiliary hatch near you on the far end of the pylon. You must bring Miss Edselar there to access the interior.
Okay.
Roger that. Going there now.
Damn.
I'm at the auxiliary hatch.
She's awake. Good.
You go first.
What?
Let me save your neck this time. No time to fight me on this.
You come right after, though.
You better be right behind me.
Ah, come on. Close it. Oh no.